Good afternoon. This morning I went to the protests in front of the Supreme Court um, as as the Supreme Court justices were hearing the case regarding gender affirming care for minors, the law, particularly in the state of Tennessee. And I'll give you the link to the oral arguments in a minute. Just as wanted to make a couple of preliminary remarks. First of all, here still have the surgery on the basal cell carcinoma surgery, my nose that's healed up. Here's my beanie cap, and no, I'm not Tim Pool, but I wear it. It's winter time, so I wear it anyway. And the last video I did, I mentioned the screenplay, which called Lineage, which was uh, the short film, which was supposed to be a fight scene. And I mentioned one of the weapons was a crutch. So here's a crutch. Here's the crutch that was in that screenplay, made in from 1998 when I had a broken hip in Minneapolis. And there's even a walker too, which I had later. Could use as a weapon in that fight. So I forgot to put that in the other last video I did. I meant to. So I just thought I would show you that. And okay, this morning when I was at the Capitol, I was at the Supreme Court right here. I was already right here on First Street Northeast. And here's Independence Avenue. You get off the metro down here, right around here. You walk up a hill, which is got barricades, and there's the Capitol. And you can see the Capitol pretty well from here. And here the protesters will be. There's the Library of Congress, where I used to go as a college student at GW, and even in high school. And here's the Supreme Court building, and here the protesters were along in here. And on this side, the south side, tended to be the people who were against allowing minors to have gender affirming care, medical treatment, mostly puberty blockers and hormones, not really surgeries very often, but and farther north were the people who favored it because they see trans people, even trans minors, as a protected group, essentially. And I won't get into the arguments right here, but I will give you the link in the description. I'm kind of presenting both sides in these videos. So let's just go to the pictures. I'll give you show you a few of the stills, and then we'll play a few videos. So here are the stills that I took. These are with the cell phone. That's a very nice science fiction-like picture. Here's that science fiction-like picture again. And then that's with my Sony camera, I think. This is on the pro side for minors having access. Okay, here's the first video.
Judges, your opinions don't matter about my child. It ain't about you and number one.
Transgender care is universal right. Period. Trans kids belong.
So, get out of our way. Y'all over there, get out of our way.
so I don't have to.
Let me just play the let me just play the beginning. I missed the sound at the very beginning. I just want to give you the sound at the very beginning.
I hear Dr. Phil. There's so many people talking.
All right, let's play the. I've got three more short videos to play here. So. Well, this one's actually the longest on the Casio camera.
Transgender youth deserve the freedom to get medically necessary gender-affirming care. Our doctors deserve the freedom to provide that medically necessary care. All Americans should have the freedom to make medical decisions in the privacy of their doctor's office without politicians trying to dictate to them. This is an important case. The governor of Tennessee signed Senate Bill number 1. Senate Bill number 1, they said their top priority wasn't better housing or home ownership. Their top priority was better education for their kids or full employment and better jobs. No, their top priority was crushing the freedom of individuals to get the gender-affirming care they need. That is wrong. That is totally wrong. You know, it violates the Hippocratic Oath. You know, you've all heard about that. It goes back to age, race, do no harm. Well, Supreme Court, I want you to hear us today. Do no harm to our transgender youth.
National Conservation.
You know, so many groups have weighed in on this that are medical groups. The American Medical Association, Psychological Association, the Psychiatric
The southern part of this area seems to be anti-affirming care, and the northern part towards safe and pro it.
Do no harm. Embrace the freedom.
Gender identity ideology is normalized what is ultimately a psychiatric
Their presence is so important because as Supreme Court, they haven't cared a lot about freedom. They don't care a lot about equality. They don't care about the Constitution. So we have to take that message to them. Proud and strong. Are you proud and strong supporters of freedom?
See some HRC signs.
As the author of the Equality Act, I've been fighting for this vision of equality for a long time. How about we pass the Equality Act and set that standard across the country? All right, so that's the basic story.
You'll notice in that particular segment, it's almost like a fugue in music, a counterpoint. The people in favor of allowing gender affirming care for minors were mixing with the people very much against. As you walk through the crowd, you could hear them trying to shout on top of each other. I thought I heard Matt Walsh, and I thought I heard Dr. Phil at one point. I couldn't see them, but I thought I heard both of them. But let's go back to a couple more shorter videos.
Of teen girls. So today I stand here on behalf of all parents whose children have fallen prey to the insidious lies of gender ideology. I stand here on behalf of parents who were manipulated and lied to by doctors and counselors into believing this is evidence-based health care. I stand here on behalf of parents being investigated by Child Protective Services for affirming their children in the reality of their sex and wanting to protect them from chemical castration and disfiguring surgery.
Okay, and one more.
problem is that being transgender is not a phase. It's not an affectation. It's a natural expression of the human condition.
So I'll just conclude by saying you'll notice that perhaps I presented a little more of the pro, if you want to call it pro-trans side than the anti. Toward the end of the video, the later videos I picked showed, in the southern part of the crowd, which was toward Independence Avenue, the Library of Congress, I showed more of the views that people are fine just as they are. I'm not going to go over the arguments here, but I'll give you the links to the Supreme Court, to full videos of the oral arguments in a moment. When I sign off, when I post it, in the description, I'll give you the video, the links to a video of it. And so that's what I have for today. Pretty soon I'll be getting back to another screenplay, a short of my book, and that's going to something I'm getting very excited about doing. The opening part of my book about the expulsion scene at William and Mary. I'll be getting to that pretty soon, but so I'm pretty excited about that. So that's what I have for today, and I do thank you for listening.